Hey everyone, Phoenix Spring Tarot here. So I will be doing a true crime tarot reading on Caylee Anthony. This is a subscriber's request based on the Peacock interview that she recently did towards the end of November. We don't have Peacock in the UK, so what I've tried to do is watch snippets of the documentary on YouTube, and I've tried to piece together what I can. So bear in mind, I haven't watched the whole documentary. So if there are any things that come up in this reading that you think, oh, it's in the documentary, forgive me, I don't get Peacock over in the UK. All right. So let's get into this. Also, I would not be going into the Caylee Anthony case and the Caylee Anthony case. I'll leave that up for you guys to research if you're not familiar with it, because going into that is going to be a whole other interview in itself. So what we want to find out is, why does she want to do the documentary? Why does Caylee Anthony want to do the documentary? What involvement did her father have in Caylee Anthony's death? And is Caylee Anthony really guilty? You know, what happened? All right, so those are the main questions that we'll be looking to address in this reading. Okay. Guys, don't worry, just give me a few moments here. Whew. Okay. Give me a few moments, guys. Moon. Okay. All right. Guys, all readings and all messages here are going to be alleged until proven fact, or should they be proven fact. I am not taking any sides in this reading. I'm just reading the cards and channeling the messages. And what I always say in these sorts of readings is that you guys pause. If you need to research what a card is, research what the meaning of the card is. Look at the expectation and look at how the cards are connected to each other. You take your time as well and come to your own conclusions also, okay? So you can use this as an exercise of your own intuition. Okay, so I've gotten everything out of the way. What I'm picking up on here is the home was a happy one. The home was a happy home, right? The Anthony household. But when you have this Nine of Cups here, it's happy in the sense that someone was overspoiled, or someone was given everything that they could possibly be given by the parents, right? That's what I'm picking up on here. It was pampered and so on to the point where, let me take that. I'm sure in a happy home. Now, it's either a happy home in two senses. It's either a happy home to the extent that a child was spoiled, and they did not know or understand how to survive, or they didn't have the right or the appropriate tools to survive in the world as an adult. Or it was that this happy home was a facade for something else. It was a facade for something that was going on behind closed doors in the household. So those are two things that are coming through here, and we will get clarification on them and we'll figure out exactly what it is. Because for this devil card to come up through this reading like this devil card is talking to me about like your mental thoughts and your mental energy is not there. It's nefarious thoughts and actions. It's control. It's narcissism. It's drug abuse. It's someone with this card. There was someone with this 10 of Wands, this devil, and this Knight of Wands. There was someone who made a rash decision or acted in a way that was very rash out of frustration is what I'm being told here. It's like someone had a break, someone had a crack that led to, because right under the devil we had the Fool. So someone made a foolish mistake. Someone did an action or made an action. And right under the 9 of Wands, because Wands talks about someone acting in a rash way. Someone acting in a way where they do something or they have a knee-jerk reaction and they don't think of the consequences. You know, they do something in the heat of the moment. Or they do, what I keep on coming to is doing something but not paying attention to what they were doing. It's almost, you know what I'm being told, like a nurse in a hospital and they give a child or they give a patient too medication, but they overdose the patient. They give them too much medication or they give them too little or something along those lines, or they give them the wrong medication. It's like you're acting, but you're not really thinking about it. Or you know that you do something habitually all the time and you do it again and you don't pay much attention to it. And you do something that you really have deep regret and deep shame for. Right? But notice that we have, so this is Caylee Anthony feeling a lot of shame, head bent in shame and everything else, you know, of being put on display. I'm being drawn to this 2 of Cups that's behind her hair. We'll come back to that in a moment. But with this Wheel of Fortune card here again as well, I'm being told that there was something that happened. I'm being told the phrase manslaughter. It's something that happened that was not meant to happen. It was something with this, you know, acting in a way that's really rash. Someone did something, didn't think about it, that led to a turn of events that's literally changed all their lives. And the reason why I'm saying manslaughter leading to death is because notice this Wheel of Fortune is a 10. You see the Roman numeral 10, 1, and so we have 0 that's in here, which reduces to a 1, and we also have 0 that's on this card here as well. And then we have 1 with the Ace, and we have the Moon energy as well. Now what this Moon is saying here is, before I go on to the Moon energy, it's as if, I'm just getting this random message. It's as if there was a plot or a plan for her to get out of the country at some point in, you know, 3 weeks after this happened. There was a plot and a plan to get her out of the country, or for her to travel overseas or something along those, or she wanted to travel overseas or something like that. And we have here with the Moon card, this was actually kept a secret. And a story concocted. And guys, again, all things are alleged until proven fact. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Moon, we have the Five of Pentacles, and below here we have a Knight of Pentacles. Seeing this Knight of Pentacles talks about a man, or talks about someone who is very smart, very successful, very clever. They come across as very charismatic, right? And they're very controlling, they're very conniving. They're someone who's very unsure. They could charm the pants off you, but they're very conniving and very sly. This person concocted the story we are all seeing right now. I wonder if this is the lawyer. It's like this person concocted the story, and that is the story that they're sticking to. And people could go on and on and on about it doesn't make any sense and this, that, and the other. Still, keep to the story. People could be thinking ill of you and thinking whatever of you. Stick to the story. Okay. What happened? What happened? Ooh. Ha. There we go, Magician. There is a story that's being concocted here with the Magician. So, irrespective of whether Caylee Anthony is saying that she's truthful or not, no, she's not. It's a lot of, it's just not. Okay, I want to know what's happened. Okay, Caylee Anthony, what happened? What happened? What happened on that night? What happened? Let me know if we need to change deck. And let's figure out what happened. Ooh, Ten of Swords. What happened? Okay. Neglect. Neglect for sure. Two of Cups. So I'm asking what happened, and we got the Ten of Swords. So this is being stabbed in the back. Ten of Swords could literally mean death as well. And we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is talking about childhood, is talking about someone. Do you see this? Someone was meant to care for and tend to someone. And they didn't. It's like someone went off. It's like someone went off and did. Guys, when you have the devil and a child like this, it's not a good thing. We have the devil. Notice naked people being inappropriate, right? I'm not going to say it on camera. This is just where I'm going. We have a child, or one who's a more grown-up child than another, who's meant to be tending for another. We have a fool. And we have making impulsive, rash decisions. I think I went through enough with my Balenciaga reading. I'm not going to go into this anymore, but I want to be accurate and I want to be precise. So it's going to be out of two things, and I'm going to say it. First of all, what's coming through here is manslaughter and like someone acting rashly. I'm picking up at the Ten of Wands. We have two tens on the board here. There is something being a burden and neglect. That is coming through really strongly, undeniably. Something being a burden and neglecting, like someone neglecting something, someone neglecting their duty, or something was really very, very much a burden. Now I'm picking up a very narcissistic and impulsive energy. It's like someone wanted to go off and someone wanting to do their own thing and someone wanted freedom. Right? And this energy of like tending to someone was just too much. It was just tying them down. They didn't want the responsibility anymore. They want the responsibility of being a mother anymore. But it's interesting that we say that, but they themselves weren't really a mother. They themselves were a child. Mentally. In that moment. And they acted rashly and, you know, by going off and doing their own thing. Now, cups. Whenever I pick up on cups, especially in reading like this, it always talks about substances. Like cups is water, right? So cups talks about substances. It could talk about water. And we have a lot of cups around this reading. We have a lot of passion and we have a lot of cups. So we have cups here. We have cups here. And Knight of Wands is one of the most passionate energies in the deck. There is some level of disassociation going on here with this moon energy. Like something that was, but I'm seeing moon and sword energy here. I wouldn't be surprised if with this someone did something and it was so traumatic that they've completely blocked it out of their memory with that Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is like you're cutting something. And with the moon, there's a bit of information that's missing. Now, what is coming through to me, and I have 2 of Cups under the deck. This is not a one-person solo deal. At some point, somebody came into this to assist. This is not a one-person solo deal at all. Yeah, there we go. There's a deception card. There's the 2 again. This is what, remember very early on in the reading, I talked about the 2 here. And we have 2 coming through here again. We have the deception and the 2 here. More than one person was involved in Caylee Anthony transitioning. More than one person. Or at least one person was helping to cover this up. But at least, for the very least, 2 people, covered this up and take them from this, How long was that body out for? Because, okay, so who did the covering up? Let's find out who did the covering up. Because it could be the father, it could be the lawyer, it could be the mother, it could be a friend. Who did the covering up? Let's find that out. What time do I have? 18. Who did the covering up? They are not telling me who did the covering up. Okay, let's try another deck. Let's do this. Okay, I want to know whether the father was involved. Was the father involved in this? Let's ask specific questions. Let's do it that way. Was the father involved? Three of Swords. You know, it's interesting with the Three of Swords. This would be the mother. This would be the Three of Swords in a yes/no reading would generally mean no. Let me... Could you confirm whether that's right? Could you confirm whether the father was involved? Could you confirm whether the father was involved? Because Three of Swords would tend to mean no, but I'm not getting that I'm not getting that the father was involved here. So from my last set of cards, there was a cover-up, but I'm not getting the father was involved. In fact, what I'm getting is that the father feels betrayed and more feels heartbroken. That's what I'm getting here, because that's why I had to shuffle for clarification, to get that next to the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups, this is what we see here, but the Six of Cups, let me show you what the Six of Cups, it has actually come up. What we have is a father who is grieving his, this is the Six of Cups here. So what we have here is a father who is grieving the loss of his daughter. Remember, I said that this was Casey and this was Caley. So what we have here is a father who is grieving the loss of his daughter and his granddaughter. That's what we have here. But we have to notice we have the Wheel of Fortune again. We have the Wheel of Fortune again. Guys, this is a different deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune here as well. So we're getting synchronicities with the same cards coming up again and again and again. He knows, or he strongly suspects the father what happened. It's as if, I would say not even strongly suspects, I believe he knows. He knows that his daughter did it, and he would be right. And he knows that it was an accident. But it's as if he has further insight information on this though. Yep, there's that Four of Cups. He has some, and again, cups, water, emotions. It could also be substances, like abusing substances, or it could be that he has turned to abusing substances himself and drinking a lot, but there is something that eats away at him, that gnaws away at him regarding this situation. It's almost that he either blames himself or that he knows, and he puts on with the Six of Pentacles quite a strong face. They have been really financially impacted by this as well. They have really been financially impacted by it. What else could you tell us about the father? Or even the mother, for that matter? What else relevant do we need to know? Before I ask that, who placed Caylee Anthony in the woods? Who placed Caylee Anthony in the woods and dumped her in the woods? Okay, guys, all messages are alleged until proven fact. Anthony placed her in the woods. All messages are alleged until proven fact. The reason why I say that, we have a Five of Cups here. Again, different deck. You guys are seeing me shuffle live on camera. The cards are repeating itself. Where else did we see this Five of Cups? Hang on, guys. We saw it here. Hang on, guys. Here we go. We saw it here. I remember I told you guys that this was Caylee Anthony. She appears here again. Different deck, same cards. And we pinpointed that this was her. So the question was, who placed Caylee Anthony in the woods? She's come up. And the reason why I said that, remember that Caylee Anthony was wrapped. Notice these women here, they're all wrapped up. This is someone, I am picking up someone who was, there is some despair that's eating up Caylee Anthony, a deep despair. It's almost, but the reason why I say that it's her is because the body, Caylee's body was wrapped up and it was transported. And notice that we have this travel, notice these people are wrapped up and they're traveling, they're moving, and the body was moved. And it's come up next to Caylee Anthony. Another, oh my gosh, look at this, the tower. This is why, remember at the very beginning I said of this is manslaughter. I said this at the very beginning. There was an accident that happened and they did not mean for it to happen. And we have a Princess of Swords. Again, I said this card are repeating itself. Someone, pages or children, someone made an immature action or immature act regarding a child. They had an immature thought regarding a child. They did something less than smart. Four of Wands in a home environment. Okay. The Four of Wands appeared again, home. We had the Four of Wands before, right? It's come up there again. Okay, what is the nature of this accident? What is the nature of this accident? Do we want to know what is the nature? Who committed the accident? No, what is the nature of the accident? Let's go with that. What is the nature of the accident? Come on, Caley, what happened? Three of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Death. What is this Three of Pentacles? Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Guys, I'll tell you what I'm seeing in just a moment. Got it. And the moon. Oh my goodness, Ace again. Yeah, got it. Okay. So we're at 28 minutes. So guys, my question is, what happened? What I'm picking, again, this is going directly to Caylee Anthony. Sorry, they're saying it's a father, it's this, it's that. I'm seeing her. And I'm seeing that it was an accident. Especially with this tower. It wasn't expected, it was an accident. I'm seeing that Caylee herself disposed of the body. That's where we are. But with this princess, it was a silly accident and it happened at home. Now, I'm having this magician with the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, right? It's what this is telling me in the image that I'm receiving is that we have someone who, I'm being told the phrase disassociate. So there is someone who lives in a fantasy and who gets very swept up in the moment and in fantasy and being very swept up. Apparently for her at this point, for Caylee, there was some relationship or there was some guy or there was something else that Caylee Anthony was obsessed with. And there was a moment of neglect of her child. Now, I'm seeing these discs here. And I was seeing cups a lot before. Discs could also, cups could mean substance, like substance abuse. It can mean water. It can mean all those things. Discs, when I see them like this, like I remember seeing discs for Wendy Williams, and I remember hearing very strongly tablets or pills. And we have the Cups here again. Someone was... And we have the Moon and we have the Ace of Swords again. There is an accident that happened with the Death card. And when it happened, it was very, very painful for them. Very, very painful. Dare I say, painful to the point where part of it Caylee Anthony has literally blocked out. Part of it she has literally blocked out. So with that documentary, that is what I said in the beginning. Or probably I was saying it in one of my, because I've done this reading 3 times, but I've had problems like locking onto the energy. And I could see the reason why here. There's an element of disassociation going on. I'm being told that part of Caylee Anthony, she does want to be held to account. She does want to be held to account. But there's a lot of disassociation going on with her. But she knows that she's to blame though. Even though there's a lot of disassociation going on, she knows that she is to blame. Anything further? I think that's actually it. I don't think I have anything else. I don't have anything more. I feel that's such a crap reading, but I really don't have anything more. This is my second true crime tarot reading. This was a really tough one. My first one was a Shankwilla one. So let me know what you guys think. If there are any other messages that you guys interpreted from the cards, it would be good to know. And I'll see you guys in other readings. Bye for now.